Hello everyone, we're standing here today at the World Hydrogen Summit organized by the Sustainable Energy Council in Rotterdam. My name is Johann Wiebe, Executive Director from the Hydrogen Standard, and I'm standing here today with Maulik Shelat from 8 Rivers. Welcome Maulik.
Thank you, appreciate the welcome. My name is Maulik Shelat, I'm VP of Innovation and Product Development at 8 Rivers. Happy to be here.
Fantastic, thank you, great to have you. Right, 8 Rivers, tell us about the business. What is it you guys do?
Absolutely. We are based in North Carolina, Durham. We are a technology and project development company, and our specialization is decarbonisation of general industry, and we specifically have offerings around fuels, powers, and direct air capture.
Okay, great. On the technology, suppose I get the impression there's like a couple of features there that you could possibly talk about it. Can you explain us a little bit about that?
Absolutely. So one technology that I want to specifically talk about today, because we are at the World Hydrogen Summit, is our hydrogen technology. Our technology captures essentially 100% of CO2 that we produce while producing hydrogen, and it has been designed with a clean sheet of paper approach, and not just putting band-aid on existing technology. However, what we have done is we have taken the basic elements that exist in terms of producing hydrogen, such as steam methane reformer, autothermal reformer, and we have brought in our oxy-combustion technology, and we have built all those blocks together to achieve higher efficiency compared to traditional technologies, and also achieve 100% CO2 capture without actually adding cost. In reality, we have actually made the technology so simple that it's less expensive than traditional technologies that can only capture about 90 to 95% CO2.
So if I understand it correctly, and correct me if I'm wrong, is the technology for the hydrogen aspect is focused on the capture of CO2. So it would focus a little bit sort of on the blue hydrogen sort of production element, and it's a higher efficiency in capturing that CO2 and storing it.
Absolutely. So that's correct. So we take, say natural gas or any other, fossil fuel as our feedstock, and we convert that into hydrogen, more efficiently, and we capture all this carbon dioxide that's produced, during that process.
Okay, so where are some of those processes taking place? What are some of the projects that you can talk about?
Yeah, great. The very first project that we have launched is in Gulf Coast, Port Arthur, Texas. So we are taking our 8RS2 or 8 Rivers hydrogen technology to produce about 200 million scf per day of hydrogen, and we are converting that into ultra low carbon intensity ammonia. And that ammonia would be liquid, and it will be sold to Southeast Asian countries as well as Europe to decarbonize industries in those geographies.
So you've chosen to go down the route of sort of like taking the hydrogen, then converting it into ammonia for sort of like the, maybe not so much the storage, but definitely the distribution element. And do you have sort of certain markets already in place or in mind that you want to service with that substance?
Absolutely. I think the very first markets that are developing, for hydrogen to ammonia are the countries where they do not have, CO2 sequestration, facilities, and they still want to, decarbonize, such as Japan, Korea, and some parts of Europe. So that's where this, carbon-free, hydrogen in form of ammonia, will be exported, and they could use it directly as ammonia, such as, co-firing in coal power plants, or they can crack it back into hydrogen and use it, that way.
What is sort of the acceptance also from the government perspective, maybe also in terms of support for this the technology and for the markets that you're active in the places that you're currently operating?
Yeah, so especially since we are operating in US right now, we are taking advantage of IRA's 45Q credit, which is about $85 per ton of CO2, and if we get the renewable natural gas, or we get renewable electricity into our plant, we could also get advantage of 45V, which really helps to make this ammonia and hydrogen very cost competitive.
Fantastic. Tell us, World Hydrogen Summit, why are you guys here?
So we are here looking for partners in Europe. We are here to tell the world that actually 100% CO2 capture from hydrogen process is possible, and we are doing it, and we are doing it in US, and we would love to repeat it in Europe as well.
Maulik, fantastic. Thank you very much for having us, for speaking to us, I should say, from 8 Rivers.
You're very welcome, and thank you for having us as well.